Welcome back to today's video. It's my first video of this year, so I thought since we're all so ready to be done with 2020, let me make a video about 2020. In today's video, I wanted to film a 2020 makeup favorites. Basically just all of my favorite makeup products. Most of these were not released last year. I just found them and became obsessed. So I thought I would share them. Strap yourself in, it might be a longer one, and without further ado, let's get on into it. Also, what I'm going to try to do is insert little bits of video footage that I've taken throughout the year of me using these products. I thought maybe that would be interesting and kind of show you the products in action. I'll try to do it for every single one, but I don't know if I have enough footage. Anyway, foundations, I'm gonna kind of skip over. I have the NARS Luminous Foundation that I've been wearing daily. I really like it, but I don't think it's like my absolute favorite. Another one that I used basically up is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Moisturizing Foundation. It was good. Foundations, I don't really have anything. But this banger. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. That's how you know I like it. There ain't no name on it and I still know what it's called. Mine's in the shade Too Light. I can't even explain how much I love this because words can't explain it. I'm wearing basically all of this on my face today. It is the most like, I can't explain it. It is expensive. It's Charlotte Tilbury, but baby, it is worth it. It is so good. Anytime I run out of this, I will buy it again and again and again. Concealer goes to Morphe. This is the, I think it's the Fluidity concealer. I love this. The coverage is there. The shade range is really good. I'm not sure if people liked this or not, but I personally love this. I think I've purchased 4 of them at this point because I've used them up so much. That's actually the only concealer that I'm really committed to. Everything else I'll use up and then not buy it again. This one, every single time. Powder. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. I'm gonna say one thing. I don't find that powders really make that big of a difference for me, mainly because I do have dry skin, but this one is the one that I've been using. Really good. It does have a very strong fragrance. At first I didn't like it, and then I really like it now, so there's that. But this, beautiful. Charlotte Tilbury, I wish I could get PR from them. Like, that is my life goal, I think, because their products are so expensive. Like, it's not right how expensive they are, but the quality isn't right either because it's so good. Then I have one more powder. I've loved this for years. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I've gone through, I think, 2 of these. Mine's in the shade Fair. I use this for baking and it is just really good. It stays in place, unlike my hair. The pigment is there. I really like it. Obviously, it's in this video. It's got to be good in some way, shape, or form. Bronzer. I have 3. I don't have issues, you do. So I have 3 bronzers. One, you will not be surprised. The Kat Von D Shade and Light Contouring Palette. I can't. Talked about this thing for probably years at this point. This shade is my favorite, but this one I've really come to like too. And then in this palette, I actually put a cream bronzer from Kat Von D as well. KVD, and I love this for bronzing. This whole palette is just so good. I like the fact that you can customize it with the shades that they sell. Again, I can't really say enough good things about this, and I've talked about it a ton. But the pigmentation's great, the blend is great, the shade is great. It's just great. Another bronzer I've had for a while but only recently come to notice is NARS Laguna. Everyone who's been in makeup for a little while knows about this bronzer. This was a limited edition one where it's like huge. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, and it also has a little bit of shimmer, not enough to like really pinpoint, but to give a beautiful glow. And if you can't tell with my makeup, I like it to look glowy. I like it to look good, obviously. And then the last bronzer is a little bit newer. This one is from Hourglass, newer to me. This is the Luminous Bronze Light. So basically what I do is I pair this with a matte bronzer because I find if I put this on by itself, it's very warm, and it does have a lot of luminosity to it to where it's like, oh. So you pair this with like a cooler toned matte product. I'm so extra. but it's gorgeous. I only have one blush, and it's from a brand I've already mentioned, Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Cheek to Chic Blush in Ecstasy. I think the reason I love it so much is because there's no thought behind it. I'll literally grab it, put it on, and it looks good with every single makeup look. There's a very natural glow to it. It's nothing like glitter or obnoxious. It's just the perfect every single day product. I have two highlighters, the Jaclyn Cosmetics Flash palette. I was talking about this at the beginning of the year, saying the price point was outrageous. Now I still stand by that. I think these were $49 for one palette. I still think that's just crazy considering her first launch, but product is unlike anything I think I've ever used. I would probably say the most similar product I've ever used to this was the MAC Hyper Real Glow highlighters, which I hit pan on. I would say the formula is most like that, but still nothing like I've ever used. They're extremely like pigmented, but there's no noticeable amounts of glitter. It's so finely pressed. Once again, it just kind of goes on with this theme of like natural perfection. I literally have a backup of this because it was limited edition, so that's extremely annoying. So good. Then we have another highlighter that definitely got more use at the end of the year, and that is the KKW Forever highlighter. Looks very similar to one of the shades in the Jaclyn palette. I would say it's not quite as smooth as these, but it's really, really close. It can be super intense, but also natural. I like that it's just one little highlight. But also I've been using this every single day for months, and I still haven't hit pan. It's beautiful. Eyeshadow palette. So I have 4 palettes. The first one being the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. I've used this a lot this year. I still stand by what I've said about this. The pigmentation is just insane, but with insane pigmentation comes insane pigmentation. So it can be a little bit, if you're new to makeup or just not being careful, it can get out of hand really quick. Other than that, these shimmers are the best shimmers I've ever come across in eyeshadow. Basically what I'm saying is if you put a color down and you don't really like how that color went on your eyes, you're gonna have that color because that's what the palette said you're gonna have. Really, really, really good. Another one that I really liked this year was the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler palette. This is really pretty. It was cute for Morphe. Everything about this is really pretty. I think it was done nicely to where you have your neutrals, you have your color. It was a great price point. I think it very much represents her, and it's cute. I like it. Plus the front, I really like. Then I just did a review about this palette, so we're gonna talk about it. But it's the Vive Essentials palette. I just did a review on this. This has absolutely become like my favorite. I'm wearing it today. The gripe that I have, obviously, is if you watched my review of this, it was totally the eyeshadows, when you tipped it over, they all fell out. And the reason I'm gonna complain about that again is because I was not the only one that this happened to. A ton of people, their palettes were just falling apart. The highlighters were falling out. So that's my biggest gripe about this, because it was broken. But what I'm also gonna say is Jamie commented on my review. The brand sent me a brand new palette immediately. So there's definitely room to improve there. I think there was some issue between making these where something went wrong. Aside from all that, I did get a brand new palette. I can't even explain how much I love this thing. I think this has made it on my Instagram about 4 times, and that's very uncommon for me because I'm always trying to use new makeup on my Instagram. I personally think it's just like the complete palette. You have the highlights, you have the dark shades, they blend beautifully. Again, I'm wearing it today. I love this. Other than that whole thing with it falling apart, this has been my absolute favorite. Then one more, the Anastasia Amrezy palette. I'm not even mentioning it for this, although I did create this makeup look earlier in the year with this palette. So bomb. The pigmentation's amazing, the blend was amazing. The reason I'm not so much saying this is my favorite is just because of the color story. The pinks, the purples, I didn't wear it like every single day. And I did wear it though, it was insanely good. Honestly, I put this in the video because I wanted to mention Anastasia. They're my favorite for eyeshadows, I think, next to those. those palettes done. All right, now I'm gonna mention just a few little eye bits here. I have 2 eyeliners from Essence. These are the Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencils. And I wanted to mention them because they're extremely affordable. They're amazingly creamy. I don't notice that they really transfer too much. They're really good for the price, and they're the only eyeliners that I've been using since I got them. Then my brow pencil for the year, Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. Mine is in the shade Latte. I think I've gone through 4 or 5 of these things, no joke. So good. It's basically the only one I'll ever use until I find something better. Also, my voice is going out right now. I'm so sorry. We need a moment here. We need one good moment. If you only buy one thing from this video, la la, let it be this. This is the Tarte Surfer Curl Mascara. I don't like Tarte. Can I say that? I don't really like Tarte. I've never purchased anything from them that I'm like, wow. It's just like not my brand. This is making me rethink my choices. Best mascara I've ever used. These are my natural lashes with this mascara on. When I apply other mascaras, they don't do what this does, okay? And I'm like, it's a mascara. No. This ain't a mascara. I have my mom using this, had Zoe use it, and she's like, that's amazing. I'm like, I know. This is so good. I literally can't. Okay, moving on. Lips, and we're finished. First one should be of no surprise. Maybelline Baddest Beige. This is my second tube, and that's all I have left. I'm wearing it today with several others. It is the prettiest lipstick I think I've ever come across. The color is stunning. The finish is stunning. You don't even need a gloss with this. You put it on and it's... I have the Gloss Bombs. I couldn't even pick one color. All of these have gotten use. I would probably say Fussy has gotten the most use. This one, this is Sweet Mouth, bomb. And then this is Fenty Glow, bomb. More gloss, Morphe. I only have 2 shades. I mean, I have several others, but these are the only 2 I'll mention. This one is Boho. I think I've only bought one of these, but this is almost empty. And then this is the Morphe Madison Beer color in Saturn, which I really like as well. I just like the finish of these. I don't find that they're sticky. They're really pretty. They're not quite as glossy as Fenty. They're kind of a nice middle. I don't even have it with me, but it's a Buxom lip gloss. This is not the color. It's the Buxom Full On Lip Polish, and it was in the color White Russian. I used the whole bottle. It is the best lip gloss. I'm actually kind of sad I don't own it anymore. I've thought about repurchasing it. It is the prettiest lip gloss ever. And honestly, I would just recommend these Buxom glosses. These and Fenty were the top of the year for me. And I think that is it. Obviously, I have other favorites, but I really just wanted to mention the stuff that I was absolutely die hard for this year. And this was it. So that is it. If you want to check out my other social media stuff, I'll leave it linked down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. And that's it. I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye.